We are bodybuilding 101, eat and drive. That's why all bodybuilders should own an automatic car, I think. Eating and driving when you manual, that's like next level shit. I don't advise that because there will be numerous points where having to change gear will mean that you have no hands on the wheel. With an automatic, you can always at least have one hand on the wheel. And if it's not a hand, it's a knee. We hit the final day of depletion yesterday, which is Wednesday. Final depletion session. And then we trained after 3 meals. So we had 3 meals to get, well, it was 4 meals because it's 3 meals plus post-workout meal of 200 grams of carbs. So in total yesterday we did 800 grams of carbs. Woke up this morning, put 4 pounds on. So sent Milos pictures. He's very, very happy with the look. I'm very happy with the look. But we're at that point now where we need to get his trademark blasting, bursting Dennis Wolf fullness. So today's planned carbs is 1,590 grams. A lot. We're going to train twice, just to push the food around. I like doing that. Some people don't. Some people like to completely rest. Some people like to train once. Some people like to do walks. I like to train because, end of the day, sorry for this road bank, it's a bit bumpy. You're pushing all those nutrients into the muscles where you want it to go. It's almost like blowing air into a balloon. That's how I imagine it. Nothing super intensive. It's all pump work and contractions, higher reps, 15 reps, sets, stuff like that. And that is about it. I need to shave this beard. I'm going to get it nice and trimmed and get this mop chopped. Saturday's going to be a busy day, and then Sunday is show day, so it feels like it's very real now, but I'm going into this show with a very relaxed attitude because of 2 reasons. One reason is I have got no real expectations of winning, and that's not a negative. That's just me being realistic because the lineup's so deep and so bloody good. I've got expectations to do well, but my doing well and my objective for this show, I would be over the moon if I came top 5, and that would be to, you know, be in the mix with guys like James and Martin and Andrew and Mark and Patrick. I think with them, I think that's the top 6. With myself and them, that's the top 6. That's what I see. And I do think any of us can change. I don't think there's any winner or top 3 set in stone. You know, at the end of the day, this is a lot of people's first show of the year, so there's a lot that can go wrong for them. I've been watching James's YouTube, and I don't think he's feeling super confident about the look, but he's trying to bring something different, and it's his first show of the year. So, you know, there are people that are beatable, I think. But the second thing that's going in my favour, I don't know whether I said this already, but I am the best I've ever been. I'm taking the best package I've ever taken to a stage. So that gives me a huge amount of confidence. It's like I've already won. Anyway, this road's getting really bumpy, so I'm going to let Bex put the camera down, and I'll see you after that for the next meal. I didn't see that last car. Just needs to be a bit shorter. Yeah, wicked.
Better?
Awesome. Shorter on that beard? Yeah, beautiful. Thank you very much. I've had a trim. There you go. Looking a bit sharper for the show. Vex is on double bubble here, look. Recording me. Get that. This meal I've been looking forward to. This is pre-workout meal number 1. So we've got 125 grams of cream of rice, 100 grams of carbs. And we've got 100 grams of banana, which is 20 grams of carbs. So that's 120 grams total, isn't it, Vex? Sorted. We've got the whey paste, peanut butter flavour, obviously, bit of cinnamon, bit of salt, you know how it works now. And we've just come to Starbucks for a cheeky black coffee as well. Hello guys, welcome back. We're at home, we're just about to go to the gym. I have my lovely Mutant tracksuit on that I bought and got labelled up. Now I feel all professional for the show, ready to go. I've got the trousers, but it's quite warm today, so we'll save those for Saturday. Right, nutrition time. More Rice Krispies square bars. 75 grams of carbs. Reasons why I go for these ones, they do taste the best, but if you look at the fat content, these are actually the lowest ones, even lower than the normal ones, which I find hard to believe. Because it's quite a considerable difference. Like the orange ones are 5 grams of fat. These are like 1.5 grams of fat per one. And the normal ones are 3 or 4. So anyway, 75 grams of carbs. We'll eat those driving to the gym. Intra has got 75 grams of carbs. And we've got our usual BCAAs and EAAs from Mutant. And then post-workout, we have the poor man's Lucky Charms, UK's own Mateys. They do taste like Lucky Charms, and they're £3 a box, not 6 or 7 quid. So there'll be 150 grams of carbs from that. Then we'll come back and eat. I'll explain how the training session is going to go down when we hit the gym, but it's going to be an upper body pump workout today and tomorrow. And I'll talk you all through it. Let's just get this drink made up, get in the car, get these nailed, and get training. Who needs a funnel, eh? Okay, his car logbook did the trick. Right then guys, we're here for session number 1. I will train later for session number 2, and I'm going to do the same for each session. Basically today is all about making sure those nutrients, carbohydrates, travelling around the bloodstream, going to the muscles. So by training, you're forcing that blood where you're training basically. So all the carbs are going to just not sit around, they're going to do what we want them to do, which is get that glycogen into the muscle cells, fill and pump, make that skin tight, and that's the end that we're trying to achieve. Lean, full, tight, vascular. Remember, women love a vascular man. Someone said that to me once and I was like, I'm not sure they do, but it sounds good. So, today we're going to do all upper body, no lower body. Going to start with a few sets of abs, probably 2 to 3 sets, and we'll make them supersets for every body part. So we're going to do biceps, triceps, shoulders, chest, back, traps, rear delts. I count those as extra to shoulders because shoulders are really side delts, front delts. Do 2 for those and then 2 for the rears. And that is it. We're just going to blitz it and then we'll do some posing after. I'll go home, keep getting the food in, come back about 6 o'clock tonight, repeat this, get a couple more meals in, go to bed, see how we wake up, send me lost pictures, and it's just a constant assess as you go, tweak as you go. No plan is set in stone. I just said to good friend Daz in the gym that you could do exactly the same thing as you did for your last contest, but your body might not respond the same way. You've got stress to consider, tiredness to consider. There's definitely a lot of factors that can change things. So having somebody that you fully trust in, like me with Milos, looking at your photos and giving you feedback and changing things in real time is key at this point in prep. So I do apologise, I've saved all my mutant stuff for the show because it's a few days and I won't have time to probably wash it amongst all the kids' clothes and everything else. So You've seen the MUTANT tracksuit. I don't want to get sweated up. I'm going to get this out. That's why I've got my crappy Marvel, they look like bedtime shorts on. Ooh. So we noticed like most things are, well, everything's going to be light today, because we don't want to cause any inflammation at all. Literally just push in those nutrients to the muscles. You don't want to feel really any soreness, because soreness is just inflammation. Inflammation means that the muscles are potentially going to hold water, and you're just going to like blur the separation. And that's why we'll rest the day before the show as well, just to eliminate that possibility. So that's one set of that done for chest. We'll do another set, then we'll move into delts, we'll move into back. And that's the main, obviously, 3 upper body groups done. Then we'll likely do traps and rear delts together, and then finish off on arms. Job done. than doing bicep, I'm going to do bicep, tricep. 2 supersets. That's it. Everything's done. We do that twice today, so it might seem like we've fired through it, but you've got to double that volume over the course of the day. Like I said, there's many ways to do this. It's not a one size fits all. When I work with clients, it's completely different person to person. You know, down to lifestyle, commitments, people have jobs. Not everyone's got the luxury to train twice a day and have the time to do that, so it just needs to manipulate into your individual needs and circumstances. Felt really good, to be fair, just whizzing through it to get to the next carbohydrate meal, which is a cereals. But we'll do some posing now. So this is the look, really like 2 days out, because we've only got Friday and Saturday. We're halfway through Thursday. So let's say 2 to 3 days out. I never know what to call it, because is it 2 more days until the show? Or is it 2 more days plus this day counted? In the comments, try and help us out. What is it, 2 days out or 3 days out? Right guys, that is it. The workout's complete, as you know. Posing's done, as you know. I've sent the video to Milos for his feedback. We're definitely fuller. It's always harder to breathe after training. I think it's all the intra and the water, and obviously the training's like, especially today was quite cardio based because it's fast paced. But I feel good. The condition between the morning shots and the midday shots, what I've found, I stay really lean on the front, but I definitely blur over a bit on the hamstrings and glutes. So the shots this morning, I've not looked, but I imagine they will be drier this morning to now. And that's good data to send to your coach, like I sent to Milos, the morning and the afternoon shots, because when you're going into a show, you can start to guess how your body's going to adapt and respond to how much food you're eating, how much water you're eating. So on the day, it's like, right, okay, so you took your pictures at 1 o'clock and you look like this and you'd had this much water and blah, blah, blah. So although things do change and you can't predict how your body's going to react like 100%, you can definitely start to create a good idea on how to manage your body on show day based off the data that you've collected weeks prior. So I would say if you do have a coach, try and send them the morning shots to get the driest look, and then the post-workout shots to get that look with the food in and the fullness. And then it's about finding a nice balance between those looks where you don't lose too much dryness, but you don't sacrifice fullness for being too dry and too stream. Bodybuilding, it's so simple, but yet so complicated. Anyway, let's eat these because I am salivating like one of them big, what they call cheeky dogs. And they're drooling everywhere. Hooch. I'm Hooch right now. Or is it Turner? Turner and Hooch. Which one's Turner, which one's Hooch? Hooch is a dog, right? Obviously. Silly Jamie. Ice cold water. We're drinking 7.5 litres today, which will be very easy with both workouts, because the workouts and the post-workout cereal is at least 1.5 litres of water. So with 2 workouts, that's 3 litres of water gone. I think I've only got about 3 litres left. Today we've gone for banana iso surge. Can't wait to get it in my chops. But it needs a good mix because, as I said before, I don't shake the shake. I mix this shit. Oh yeah. Tell you what, Mutant have got a lot to answer for. One thing that Russia doesn't have control over, ISO surge. Is that okay to say? It's mine. Precious. Right, yesterday, so I count up, we did 846 grams of carbs. I know we had a brief count before the gym, but I'm just going to make sure I'm right. So 120, 240, and then 300, so 540, plus 150, 690. This meal is going to be 150, so that's going to be 740. And then I believe Bex is going to fly off to Birmingham to film Ron and Dusty, do Mutant on a Mission with Dino. That's going to be epic. So that would see us at probably half of the amount of carbs we've got for today. And I've got to do another 740, 800s before the day's out. So we'll be at 790 at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. It's going to be a good day. And then the next time you'll see me in this video after that will be some stage footage. Let's hope that the look just continues to improve, because right now I do honestly feel like it is without doubt the best look to date. And the critique from Italy, we know, was that I could have been tight from the back. Me and Mel spoke this morning, I definitely am tighter, but it's, we've all seen where people have put great pictures up on Instagram. Some people filter their pictures even. I've never done that, but I'm definitely guilty like some of the bodybuilders are. They've looked great at a point in prep, posted a great picture on Instagram, and then that's just ended up not, for whatever reason, mapping over to the stage. So I just hope, and I'm very confident, I'm very relaxed about the look mapping over to stage and being even better come show day, when the tan's on, the oil's on, the posing trunks are on. I've not decided what colour I'm wearing yet, but I may go with boring old black because Steve Weinberger's the head judge. A lot of the judges, especially like the older school judges that have been around a long time, particularly for the first call-outs and the mandatories, they don't want anything to distract from your physique. So all these bright coloured trunks, sometimes they're not marked down, but they might catch the attention for the wrong reasons. So I definitely will take 2 pairs of trunks and perhaps use a separate pair for my routine, maybe even another pair for the finals. We'll see. But I'm very much looking forward to it. I hope you've enjoyed the series so far. This is episode 5 and we're very close to seeing the outcome. Smoke and mirrors. Even though you may not get the result that you want to sometimes, the goal as a bodybuilder, and this should be your #1 goal at all times, is to be better than the last time you was on stage. I would say my best look to date, probably all-round condition versus fullness, is the British in 2020. But my favourite look to date, although I had criticism that I wasn't as tight from behind, was definitely Italy, because I think I brought a new level of size and fullness to that stage. And we were definitely in condition, but just not as sharp that we needed to be to get that win, or the top 3. So, we take that fullness, we take that new size, the new back development, and we now take the extra level of conditioning we needed in the last show forwards. And then we take it forward to the next show, and then the next show. The key is, stay positive, remember that the goal is to be better than the last showing, and really, it's hard these days with social media, but you should be competing with yourself. You versus you, that's the old saying, compete against yourself. Don't bother what other people are doing, because when you start playing that game, that's when stress rises, cortisol rises, and you end up sacrificing your own progress and your own physique for being in your own head. So that's what I would say. In these later stages of prep, just try and switch off as much as possible. Do whatever you can to distract yourself from your own thoughts. So whether it's watching Eric the Electric food videos on YouTube, old man versus food videos, podcasts, extracurricular learning, touching the missus' boobs. I try, but she says no. No. All you want is one thing. I'm only joking, it's going down a rabbit hole, isn't it? We don't want that. Yeah, stay out of your own head, relax. I'm so happy that this look in my head is going towards what I've envisioned from a long time ago, which is walking out on stage and people going, what the F is that? You know, even if I don't come first place, I do know that a physique like mine is so different can be the talk of the show without winning the show. And that's what I want to be at the Arnold Classic. I want to be the talk of the show. Not just for myself, but for the people who support me, you guys, and definitely Mutant, because since we've been partnered up, I can't speak highly enough of them, can't thank them enough, and I look forward to kind of growing myself and my following along with their selves and their following, their brand as well. So yes, let's get this meal cooked, get it eaten. Sweet as a nut. 8 rice cakes, 50 grams of carbs, that's 150, with nice, appetising, plain, dry turkey that I made earlier. Really selling that one. I've said this before, but when you carb up, we really want to prioritise digestion. So things that aren't in the meal today, which you might notice, are veg, because veg includes fibre. Fibre can slow down digestion if you have too much, because fibre is known as a good digestive aid, but too much fibre can be bad. Protein portions have gone down from meat sources, because just look at that. Chewing mechanically is going to take more, and breaking down the enzymes in your stomach to break down meat is going to take more as well. So we're taking on less protein today. There's like 40 grams of protein per meal, not my usual 60 to 70. I think most people would eat rice cakes last, but I ate them first, because that way my meal can cool down while eating the rice cakes. Come on, Eric. Eat. Guy's crazy. Hi guys, it is the Giant. I am in my Airbnb in France, Lille, ready for the next contest, post Arnold Classic. And I just wanted to share some thoughts on the result, on my look, on how I feel. I'm still a bit lost for words, if I'm honest, because I said before, the goal as a bodybuilder is to improve. I think every bodybuilder has a vision of where they want to take their physique through their bodybuilding journey. I've been doing this a long time. I've been competing since 2009. So we are, 13 years deep on this endeavor. And I've been training 20 plus years. But that was the closest, if not the look that I've been trying to emulate and show the bodybuilding public, fans, media, whatever. That look that me and Milos presented at that Arnold stage, in my eyes was just like, not perfect, because I don't want to say perfect, because there was definitely things that my analytical mind could have improved and wants to work on. But it is a freaking good look, and I am over the moon for that. 6th place. Again, it's arguable. Bodybuilding is a subjective sport. There's a lot of people out there that feel I should have placed higher. And all I can do is be happy for that, because I know people feel kind of the same way I do. But at the same time, heading into the show, I always said in the back of my head, top 6 at the Arnold Classic, because I came 9th last year and looked quite bad. Definitely in terms of how I looked this time, the look was night and day. So to come top 6, I'm a happy Giant. I'm a happy man. And to do that with Mutant there supporting me and watching, and all the UK fans and family, couldn't have asked for a better location for that to be done. So what now? We move on. We move forward. We're not discouraged. If anything, I'm excited. I am full of life, full of hunger, full of this attitude that just wants more, wants that Olympia qualification, wants to keep inspiring not just tall bodybuilders, because I got told off for this before for just saying tall bodybuilders, but a generation of bodybuilders, the next generation of bodybuilders, the current generation of bodybuilders, and the older generation of bodybuilders. I've had messages off everyone, any which age, race, gender. You know, this message of bodybuilding and personal empowerment, personal endeavor, struggles and diversity, and, you know, what we have to do. It reaches all over the world. And I feel very, very fortunate to be able to propel my message out there through doing something I love. And I think that's become very apparent to a lot of my followers, that I just look like I'm enjoying myself so much, because I am. I've never felt like a prep's been so natural, and I've enjoyed it so much and not struggled. But I just think it's because things have clicked. Things have clicked with Milos, things have clicked with Mutant, things have clicked at home. Life's good. So I'm going to leave you on a very, very positive message from the giant. Follow your dreams. Don't give up. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something. If someone tells you you can't do something, you can do it. Use that as a driving force to prove them wrong. And that is my motto. The Mutant Giant, hashtag, prove them wrong. Because I've been proving people wrong my whole life. And I'm still going to prove more people wrong moving forward, till the day the giant is no more. So that's it, guys. Peace out for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. I thoroughly enjoyed recording it for you. Prove them wrong. I'll see you on a stage very soon.